Hello, I am Becky Miller, independent consultant with Arbonne International, and I am doing this short video today to help anybody that is wanting to know more about what to do about eye care, skincare around your eyes. As a consultant or as a client, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks for how to understand the different products and how to apply them and how to decide which one to use when or if. And so that's kind of what this is about. Arbonne has quite a few actually products for taking care of that skin around your eyes. And so, for example, we have the RE9 Corrective Eye Cream, and that's part of our RE9 anti-aging skincare line. That's our flagship product. Amazing stuff. And then RE9 also just came out with this. This is lifting and contouring cream, and I'll explain the differences in a minute. And then the FC5 line, which is intended for people in their teens and 20s, has also an eye cream. And we also have this, which is the Soothing Eye Gel from the Calm line, which is our skincare line for people with super sensitive skin. And I'm going to show you how I fit that into my regimen. And then I even have some tips for a surprise product that I'll talk about later. But so let's talk about each of those. So they say the eyes are the window to the soul. I'm not sure about that, but I do know that if my eyes are tired or irritated or whatever, if I'm just not feeling well, it really shows in my eyes. That's like the first place, and people really notice it. People, oh, what's wrong? You look tired. You look upset. And so that's an area we all want to address, and that's one of the first things to show up when we start aging as well. So we want to really take care of that area. And okay, I'm just going to skip along here. So let's look at each of these eye creams. Yeah, I am actually skipping a bunch of stuff that I wrote down in my notes, because guess what? It's not pertinent. All right. As with all of our products, let's start with the RE9 Corrective Eye Cream. With all of Arbonne's products, you use very little. It's very concentrated stuff. You usually will use about a raindrop size amount of anything. That's why our set lasts 4 to 6 months, which is awesome. The eye cream, you're going to use even less because you really don't need a lot. So I'm going to put just a little bitty bit. Let's see if I can get my finger right here. Okay, you only need a dab of that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to put it on your ring finger, because as you know, your ring fingers are the fingers that apply the least amount of pressure to this delicate area. And what you're going to do is you're going to tap along your orbital bone here. Okay? You're not rubbing, and you're not going up right next to your eye. Okay? No need to. Because did you know, little fun fact, the heat of your eyeball draws moisture to it. So you really don't need to get it right up in there. If you need to, you can put a little bit up under your brow as well. But that's along here, of course, where those fine lines are. That's what this addresses. It addresses puffiness, dark circles, and fine lines. And for me, when I first started using this set, that was the issue that was the most noticeable on my face, was my area around my eyes. And this stuff was magical. So now, why did Arbonne then come out with, if that's such a great eye cream, which it is, why did we come out with this second one, the lifting and contouring cream? Well, because it was created in response to, let's call it, a more mature crowd who had some additional issues, okay? For some, we may have saggy, droopy skin, crepey looking skin around and above the eyes, that whole gravity thing starting to take over. And so that's what this was created for. Now, if you're like myself and you have a little bit of everything, got the dark circles, got the puffy, got the lines, got the droopy, then you may want to use both. I'm in that age range that's kind of right in the middle there. And so actually what I do, I use the corrective in the morning, and then I use the lifting and contouring at night. Same application as with the corrective eye cream. Comes in this pretty little robin's egg blue jar. And you're just going to take a tiny dab, just the tiniest little bit. Same thing, ring fingers, tap along here. I am going to look so young. And don't forget those eyelids, because that's where a lot of that droopiness is for some folks. Okay? Then, that's the RE9. Now we also have FC5. As I mentioned, this skincare line was created for people in their teens and early 20s. And while it doesn't have the anti-aging ingredients that the RE9 has, it does still have pure, safe, and beneficial ingredients. And you want to take care of your eyes regardless of your age. You need to keep them moisturized. You need to use a moisturizer on your face that has SPF, just like people in the RE9 group, to prevent those signs of aging. So this is more of a preventative. Same exact application. I'm going to take a little dab out of this blue jar and apply that to that same area. I am really starting to feel, actually I feel like I'm 17. Do I look 17? Because I suddenly have this urge to listen to Taylor Swift. Like, oh my gosh. But I'm not going to. I'm going to skip that for the moment and move on. The other skincare line that has something for your eyes is the Calm line, again for sensitive skin. Ingredients like chamomile and cucumber and aloe, which are all just these soothing, calming ingredients. Now, when do I use this? So I don't typically use the Calm line. It does not have any anti-aging. It has no smell whatsoever. It's like for really sensitive skin. But I do use the Soothing Eye Gel. I use this when I have particularly puffy, red, irritated eyes. And that can happen, let's say, after you have a really good cry, which I am wont to do once in a blue moon. Or if you're like maybe suffering from allergies, the skin around there can sometimes look a little red or a little more irritated. And also just if you, I don't know, you're not feeling well. I know sometimes I wake up with like a sinus thing and it's like the world is so cruel. My whole face is just like this big puffy balloon. And so this is awesome. It's got this roller ball on the end and you just rub it along, or I should say roll it along, rolling, rolling, rolling. You put it along there and it feels amazing. It's just this instant cooling feeling. It just calms things down, takes the irritation away. And so I keep that in my toolbox because there are days. There are days. Now I want to break for just a second and tell you, so I'm not going into a lot of depth with ingredients because anyone, whether you're a consultant or a client or just someone checking Arbonne out, you can go onto the website, click on any of the products, and you can get a full ingredient list and an FAQ, frequently asked questions section that gives you all the information you might need about any particular product. So that information is there. We're a very transparent company that way. Also, as a consultant, you have access to some other information. You have access to something called product knowledge sheets, which are on the source. This is an example of one. This is for the lifting and contouring cream. And what it just has features and key ingredient and benefits, so you have some talking points when you're talking about this product to your clients and trying to decide what's going to best fit their needs. And it also comes with a second, there's a second page that's all the ingredients as well. I'm going to read you just a brief little phrase here that I thought was really cute. I would love to have the job of writing this stuff. It's so much fun. This rich cream helps skin look firmer and tighter around the eyes and feel more plump and cushioned. Cushioned. Wow. I picture little pillows, which is actually not the opposite of what I would want, but I mean it's just going to feel softer and you know, less, I don't know, tight, not tight, what's the word I'm looking for? Less old. Let's just face it, less old. We're going to get cushions. Okay, now for the last little piece, I want to add in a little secret tip. I have another RE9 product. It's not specifically intended for eyes, but it is part of the RE9 line. It's called Instant Lift Gel, and if you haven't tried it, you need to. This stuff's amazing. It gives you kind of a 7 to 8 hour lift. Generally speaking, you put it over your entire face in the morning during your skincare regimen, and it just gently kind of lifts and firms a little bit. And my tip is that you can add a drop of this to any of your eye creams. So when you're putting your eye cream on in the morning, do a little dab, you're going to add just a tiny drop of the Instant Lift Gel. And what you're going to do, like an artist working on their palette, you're going to rub those two together. And then you're going to just tap along here. And it's going to give your eyes just a little extra lift. Some days you just need that. Maybe you're up too late reading or hanging out with friends, whatever, or it's just, you've been under a lot of stress, and so your eyes are really showing it. That's a magic trick that I learned, and it works like a charm. And so that is all the eye products I wanted to share with you. Quick review. We looked at the RE9 Corrective Eye Cream for puffiness, dark circles, and fine lines. We looked at RE9's Lifting and Contouring Cream for droopy, baggy, saggy, crepey skin. We looked at the FC5 Eye Cream, which is great for preventing those signs of aging, and you want to definitely take care of that skin around your eyes. And then the Calm Soothing Eye Gel, which you can use when you have extra irritation or puffiness, as I say, from crying, allergies, not feeling well. This is a miracle worker. And then last, we talked about my little secret tip of adding Instant Lift Gel, just a dab, just a tiny dab, to your eye cream if you need a little extra lift that day. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to try and make different videos like this that are hopefully helpful. Have a great day. Take care of yourself and take care of your skin, and I'll see you later.